Hello folks, we are at Riverside Park again. This is an overflow pond on the Missouri. We got a worm. We're gonna go catch some bait over by the dock, but we're fishing here because this is by far the deepest part of the pond, probably around 25 feet deep as of right now. This place is a lot deeper, or not deeper. This place is a lot more full than when I came here last year. It was like completely full in the spring, but right now it's full enough for me to fish, but not full enough to where I can't stand anymore. So that's excellent. We got our bait in the deep water. Let's see if we can get a fish. Due to some of the silhouettes on the water, I think there might actually be bluegills here. And if there's bluegills here, it saves me a trip to the dock to actually get gills. I have seen some silhouettes on the water. I do think I'm gonna need to toss it a little bit further than that though. Might need a bigger bobber to toss it further, but probably not. Hopefully we can get a bluegill here soon. I've actually got something, but these gills seem to be pretty small. I think I got it though. Oh, there we go. Nice little bluegill. Even deep hooked it, but oh no, not back in the water, no! Oh, I missed it. All right, let's go get another one. I believe we have something on the line here. That is a bluegill. That is indeed a gill. All right, that's a good size one too. Use that for a bait out in the center. Hopefully we get a big fish out of this. Nice bluegill there. Got a nice little bluegill. Don't need to throw him too far here. I think I'm just gonna throw him like a little bit into the deeper water. I think that's good. It's probably at least 10 feet there, and hopefully a big fish comes and picks it up. Some of you watching this video, you might have realized I'm using 4 poles. That's not against the rule. Missouri's rule is 3 unlabeled poles only. But if you label them, you can use up to 50 hooks, which no one does. Oh, then we got another bluegill. So I know I label one of my hooks 200 IQ. I know. There's another one. I tossed the bobber a little bit further out there, and I think I got something slightly bigger. Is that a bass? It's a largemouth bass. This blew up, man. Blew up. Largemouth bass. I know there's other fish out there. First non-bait fish of the day. I'm hoping there's some more of these big ones hanging around, and it'll actually pick up one of my bluegills. See ya, bass. All right, at dusk, fish should still be pretty active, bass and stuff. So we're gonna toss this curly-tailed grub around, a green curly-tailed grub. I prefer the white ones, but you make do with what you got. And yeah, we're gonna see if there's any bass around here that want to come out and play. So we did catch that one largemouth, and I'm sure there are more out there. Expect the gars to start hitting anytime soon. Hopefully I get a big catfish tonight with this live bait. I do really want to fish this place because I do believe the floods this year, like earlier in the spring, have actually inundated this pond again with new water and probably fresh new fish. And this is probably why it's actually higher now than what it usually is at this time of the year, because we haven't had rain for several weeks. Should be down more than this, but it is a couple of feet higher than it usually is at this time of the year. So hopefully it inundated this pond with new fish. I'm not seeing the gars I usually around here, but it's not dark yet, so cross my fingers and hopefully it's a catfish. Like something actually took this. Is it big? It's not super big, but feels like it's on pretty good. I think that might be a flat. Could be just giant gar though, but I think it could be a flathead. Oh, please let it be a giant flathead. It feels pretty big actually. Man, if this was a giant flathead, that'd be awesome. It's kind of on the wrong rod, of course, but who cares what rod it's on the wrong rod. I think this is a flat. Could be a blue or a channel 2. I don't think this, I'd be surprised if this was a gar. Yeah, it's a catfish for sure. It's pretty big too. Oh, it's a blue. Yes. No, it's a flat. Never mind, it's a flat. Is it a 20? Oh, it's not quite a 20, but it is a big flathead. Might want to stay here for a little longer. Oh, look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. Flathead catfish. That's like probably like a 15 pounder. Not a 20, but a 15. But flathead catfish, my friends. Very, very nice. Not as big as I thought, but 11.2 pounds. Flathead catfish. Biggest catfish I've caught here though, so not too bad, not too bad. We'll need another one tonight, but 11.2 flathead guttlefish. All right, Wish this guy was a little bit bigger. I don't think he's very fat either. He's kind of skinny for a flathead, honestly. I was hoping he would be a little bit bigger because I really would like, you know, like a 20-pound fish here. But 11.23, like 0.3, not too bad. We'll let him go at the dock. This could be the same one I caught like a few years ago, but he was only 5 pounds then. And that was like 3 years ago. So let's let him go here at the dock. Plop, and there he goes. Flathead catfish. All right, guys. I think that just about does it for tonight. We got the one flathead. A lot of little guard things here and there, but nothing else I kind of took. We moved from one end of the pond to the other end of the pond. That flathead was like 33 inches long, but it was really skinny, so it was only like 11 pounds. I'd expect it to be about 15 or so at that length. But either way, we got like, you know, a bunch of bluegills, obviously that one bass, and a bunch of flatheads. I don't really know why like other stuff just isn't biting these days. Like I've caught a couple of blues in this pond before, and they just haven't really been biting, you know, as of right now. So, you know, the water is much higher than usual, but I think like I moved down to this end of the pond too late. I think like the fish are actually concentrated in the two ends of the pond, not so much in the middle, at least the catfish are. And I kind of just like made a pretty big mistake. And of course, there's always the annoyance of gars in this particular pond. So, yeah. Another thing I wanted to say is that like between, if there's like a 10-pound channel and a 10-pound flathead, the 10-pound channel fights harder and it takes me a lot longer to reel in. It's the flatheads are generally higher tier fish, mainly because they're bigger. There's a big difference between a channel and a flathead. A channel just pulls sideways or forward like crazy, whereas a flathead catfish basically just pulls downward, and it's like dragging up a big anchor. They don't really fight until they get really close to shore. So that's how I'd have to say about channels and flatheads. So if you like my St. Louis pond hopping videos, check out the lower right corner. We have a couple more of them, and join me on my next fishing adventure. Thank you and have a nice day.